Viewers of the ITV soap have been busy sharing their own predictions online after actress Vicky Myers appeared to drop a major hint. Coronation Street audiences have grown increasingly anxious about Lisa Swain's fate after spotting a possible clue that could see her facing a situation similar to the one she endured earlier this year. Fans have been posting their theories across social media after Vicky Myers, who first stepped into the role of the detective sergeant back in 2021, seemed to tease that she might feature in the highly anticipated Corrie and Emmerdale crossover. Last week, both of the ITV soaps announced a joint update confirming that filming had officially begun for a special standalone episode, marking the first-ever collaboration between the two long-running dramas. The episode, reportedly titled Corriedale, will unite the residents of Weatherfield with their Yorkshire counterparts for a high-stakes, action-filled hour of television, launching ITV's new Soap Power Hour schedule, with Emmerdale airing at 8 p.m., followed by Coronation Street at 8:30 p.m. Although storyline specifics remain tightly under wraps, Vicky appeared to reveal a small detail about her current work schedule, telling a reporter on the red carpet that she'd be on the train back to Leeds tomorrow during an interview with Metro at the 2025 Inside Soap Awards. Her comment has convinced viewers that Lisa will play a part in the crossover storyline, and a recent post on social media has only added fuel to the speculation. It came from the same production team behind Corrie's Armed Siege storyline, featuring Lisa, Carla Connor, and her late brother, Rob Donovan. Coronation Street's Abby receives harsh home truths over Carl. Will she be dumped? Coronation Street delivered a fiery episode tonight as tensions exploded between Abby and Kevin Webster, leading to a dramatic confrontation and several shocking revelations. The episode unfolded during Ronnie Bailey's birthday celebration, where both families gathered for dinner at the bistro. Kevin took a seat beside Abby, who sat next to Carl, while Carl was placed beside James, a setup that quickly became uncomfortable. Carl found himself squirming as James and others teased him about his time traveling in Germany, hinting that he may have left behind a few broken hearts. Things took another awkward turn when James flirtatiously suggested a repeat hookup later in the evening, something that visibly irritated Carl. Meanwhile, in another part of the bistro, Debbie confronted Abby once again about her affair with Carl, demanding she end it before things got worse. But Abby stood her ground, defiantly saying, "I love Carl, and Carl loves me. He's your brother. Doesn't his happiness matter too?" Debbie coldly replied that Abby would never be good enough to keep Carl satisfied. Moments later, Debbie warned Kevin at the bar to prepare for a nasty divorce, claiming Abby had a vicious streak and would likely go after his house. From across the room, Abby spotted them talking and panicked, assuming Debbie had told Kevin the truth. In a moment of chaos, she sent a frantic text saying, "Kev knows about us," only to realize too late she'd sent it to Kevin himself instead of Carl. Determined to fix her mistake, Abby and Carl scrambled to erase the message. Carl managed to delete it from Kevin's phone unnoticed, but fate wasn't on their side. When Jack and Alfie later handed Kevin their tablet to record a video, the incriminating message appeared on the screen. Furious, Kevin lashed out, sending Ronnie's birthday cake flying out of Nick Tilsley's hands before turning on Carl and landing a punch. When Carl coldly remarked that Kevin's marriage was already dead, Kevin stormed off in rage, trailed by a devastated Abby. Left behind, Carl faced the shocked guest's judgment, with James confronting him privately afterward. James accused him of lying to everyone and using Abby, dropping the bombshell that Carl had been cheating on her as well. Back home, Abby came clean to Kevin, admitting her love for Carl and confessing she couldn't save their marriage. Kevin fired back bitterly, warning, "Carl's a player. He'll dump you the second he's bored. You don't even know him. He's never wanted to settle, never wanted kids. He doesn't even like them." Their son Jack overheard the heated exchange and shouted that he never wanted to see Abby again, prompting Kevin to throw her out of the house. In the final moments, Abby arrived at Carl's hotel room with Alfie in her arms. Though Carl assured her that he wanted them to be together openly, his uneasy expression suggested he might not be as committed as he claimed. Coronation Street fans hope not, as they rumble Christina Boyd's horror future. Longtime Coronation Street viewers will know that actress Amy Robbins has recently returned to the cobbles as Christina Boyd, better known as Daisy Midgley's mother. However, fans are now worried that Christina's comeback might end in tragedy after a new theory about her possible fate began circulating online. Amy Robbins reprised her role earlier this year following her dramatic exit, when Christina and Daisy teamed up to con Jenny Connor out of a large sum of money. But Daisy later uncovered that her mum was secretly working with Catfish Dom, who planned to swindle Jenny by posing as a fake romantic interest, promising to double her cash investment. Rather than expose her mother, Daisy turned the tables, stealing the money herself and jetting off to Bali, leaving Christina humiliated and fleeing Weatherfield in the aftermath. Fast forward to August, and Christina shocked Jenny when she reappeared at the Rover's return. Jenny, who was chatting with George Shuttleworth at the time, was livid to see her again, especially after catching what she thought was a flirtatious exchange. But George stepped in to defend Christina, insisting their meeting was entirely professional. Christina then revealed that Dom had died and that she was meeting George to arrange his funeral. Jenny, still unconvinced, stormed into the Undertaker's, only to be confronted with the grim sight of Dom's body, confirming Christina was telling the truth. Since then, Christina has grown closer to George and appears to be settling back into life on the street. But with Coronation Street gearing up for an explosive festive season to coincide with its 65th anniversary, many viewers fear she could be caught up in a deadly twist. On Reddit, fans have been busy sharing predictions about what might lie ahead. User Verbal Aries wrote, "Calling it now. My Christmas prediction. Theo kills Billy. Christina finds out and tries to blackmail him. Theo kills her too, then manipulates Todd. Poor George." Another viewer, Own Obligation 4325, responded, "I really hope nothing bad happens to Christina. She's quickly becoming a favorite." Meanwhile, Emily67 agreed, "Completely. She's been brilliant lately." And Bremelblade1 added, "Protect Christina at all costs. I absolutely love her now." These fears come after Ian McLeod, Coronation Street's executive producer, teased that a major character death will take place as part of the anniversary episodes. Speaking to the Mirror, he said, "The soap gods demand a sacrifice when you have an event of this kind. It's going to be shocking, full of trauma, drama, and plenty of twists." Hinting that some much-loved residents of Weatherfield could be in danger, Ian McLeod went on to share that the most impactful departures are often those involving characters who mean the most to viewers. "Sometimes the biggest and best exits come from characters the audience truly cares about," he explained, suggesting that the writers are prepared to make bold choices to deliver unforgettable television. "You always have to weigh it. If they go, viewers will be heartbroken, but what will it mean for the show's future stories?" His comments have sent shockwaves through the Coronation Street fanbase, sparking intense speculation about who could be next to leave the cobbles. Many have taken to social media to share their theories, with some fearing that a long-standing favorite could be the one to make a dramatic exit during the show's 65th anniversary celebrations. Industry insiders have hinted that the episodes marking the milestone will feature multiple storylines colliding in a high-stakes sequence of events, the kind of explosive drama that Corrie is famous for. The decision to kill off a well-loved character, according to McLeod, isn't just about shock value. It's also about paving the way for fresh plots and emotional fallout that can fuel future episodes. "It's always a difficult balance," he continued. "You never want to lose someone the audience adores, but sometimes the loss of that person creates the richest drama. It's about keeping the show alive, evolving, and making sure there are always new stories to tell." With his words lingering, fans are bracing for heartbreak and wondering which beloved character will pay the ultimate price as Coronation Street gears up for one of its most dramatic and emotional chapters yet.